Oh, UCF nights. I literally almost kicked it over the light. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is the first time you're seeing my face, hi, my name is Kathy and I am currently a sophomore at the University of Central Florida, but there are a few little Easter eggs that might tell you that I am a knight. I am currently majoring in hospitality management, which means I spend some of my time on the Rosen College of Hospitality Management, which is like the hospitality specific campus for people majoring in entertainment management, event management, and like myself, hospitality. And so much more. And I make YouTube videos. Haha. Today we're going to be talking about virtual orientation at UCF. Now I've wanted to make this video for the longest time because I'm actually a 2020 orientation leader and I've gone through and hosted a bunch of orientation sessions through the summer semester as well as this fall semester. So going into spring, I decided I'm finally going to sit down and just do this video so I can help out some freshmen coming in to let them know how virtual orientation is gonna work. You know, now virtual orientation or virtual anything is really not the same as in person. It's completely not ideal, and we can thank a little Miss Arona for all this virtual and Zoom-in fun that we've been having. So obviously there's two different types of orientations. There's one for the transfer students and then there's one for first time in college students or incoming freshmen. For transfer students, it's a little bit different than first time in college students, as transfer students kind of already know like the gist of college life, but we are here to answer any questions that they need. It's not like we're just like putting them aside and they have to figure everything out on their own. Like, no, we got you. And when I say college life, I'm talking like pre-COVID college life, because Zoom University is a whole different story. So for incoming UCF freshmen, the orientation is kind of the same as in person, but just without the face-to-face interaction and without the campus tour. It is still a 2-day affair. 2 days, yeah. Day one really consists of getting any questions about the university itself answered and learning more about the university that you committed to, just learning more about UCF in general. On day one, you'll attend a Zoom meeting called the small groups meeting. Every orientation leader has their own small group. My small group's name is Kathy's Koalas. I don't know why I named it that, but I think it has something to do with my love for koalas and just my obsession with marsupials in general. I find them so fascinating. I don't know why. Here's my small group poster. Let's just enjoy it for a second. Created it all by myself.
I found it all on my own.
Right there. Yay. Okay, fun. Anyway, there will be 2 small group sessions. You do not have to attend both. You just have to attend one of them. One is in the morning from 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. The other one will be hosted from 1:45 p.m. to 2:45 p.m. As you can tell, they're just an hour long. You get to talk with an orientation leader, get to know UCF a little bit better, and also ask them any questions that you might have about UCF in general. A lot of students like to get their small group meeting over with in the morning, but if you can and are willing to go to the afternoon session, feel free to go to that, because some orientation leaders have that shift and we get kind of lonely. Like, some of us actually have to leave the Zoom because there's not enough students to go into each of our small groups, and I need more koalas, guys. Like, you gotta join Kathy's Koalas. Don't tell the other orientation leaders, but we're the best, so anyway, unfortunately, there's still gonna be that uncomfortable icebreaker that orientation leaders have to do with their small groups. And if you watched my Good Luck Freshie video from a few months ago, or at the beginning of quarantine actually, which, by the way, kind of cringe. If you watched that video, you know how I feel about icebreakers and like the awkwardness with them. And as an orientation leader, I actually have to host those icebreakers. So, and if you don't know, I'll insert the clip here. Why not? Then there are some icebreakers, but not too many, because we know how people like feel about that. Plus, it can start some really serious arguments. Pineapple on pizza? Big no-no. Big no-no. No. Cringe. Just like small group sessions, there will be 2 Q&A sessions held on day 1 of your orientation session that you can attend to have any questions you have about UCF answered. There will be maybe 4 or 5 orientation leaders like myself there, and we will be happy to answer any questions that you may have about UCF. You basically ask them in the chat room of Zoom, and we just go through them one by one. Unlike the small groups, this is not mandatory, but it does give you another opportunity to have your questions answered and talk to some of us. us. You get to meet other Knights too. A lot of orientation leaders also like to incorporate our own experiences into a lot of our answers, so you'll get a lot of different perceptions in regards to stuff like meal plans, the services on campus, the events on campus, and a lot of stuff like that. There's so many opportunities to get your questions answered, so don't stress. There's also a virtual resource fair, which has all the different services on the UCF campus that students have access to. And a lot of those services and departments can answer your questions better than some orientation leaders can, because they have staff that pertain to just that department. So say you have a question about a specific housing community and your orientation leader doesn't know the answer to it. If you go to the virtual resource fair, you'll be able to request to go into the breakout room with the housing department and ask them about that specific housing community, and maybe they might even set up a tour for you. Of course, with COVID right now, there's definitely more guidelines to follow and more precautions that we're taking. I'll link more information about UCF and their COVID updates in the description below. Okay, super important. Make sure you know when your advising and schedule planning appointment is. That's usually emailed to you through your Knight's email account, which you set up prior to orientation. Your academic college will forward you all the information that you need to know. You'll probably also be able to find information about this appointment in your new Knight virtual experience orientation modules in the section regarding all your academic college content. This is just super important to know because some academic colleges actually host their schedule planning and advising appointment on day one of orientation. If you don't see anything about your academic college hosting that appointment on day one of your orientation session, then don't stress it. It varies for every single academic college, so just make sure to take note of that. A lot of classes at UCF utilize webcourses.ucf.edu. Before orientation, there are some modules through that website that you need to complete. You'll be able to access your modules as soon as you register for an orientation date. There are 3 parts to the orientation module. The first part is like the generic UCF content. The second part is more about orientation and what it's going to be like. Third part is your academic college's content. And the academic college content will sometimes be locked until 10 days before your orientation session. If you want to go more into depth of what to expect within those modules and all of that like online content to complete prior to your orientation session, it can be found on the orientation.ucf.edu website. I'll link the information in the description below. Okay, now going back to the days of orientation. During day 1 and day 2, there's a Zoom helpline that you can join and you can talk to orientation staff like myself to get your questions answered. I really want you guys to know, like, don't stress about it. Whether it's me or any other orientation staff or any other UCF FYE staff, we're here to help you have a smooth transition to UCF. I'll also put the first year students advising graphic here. It's like a step-by-step thing. Feel free to screenshot it. It's also a post on my O-Team Instagram. I really hope this video helped, and if it did, please remember to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe for more college, Disney, lifestyle content that I post on my YouTube channel, and make sure to follow me on Instagram at KathyXLee. Yeah, if you see me on campus ever, feel free to say hi to me. I'm sad to say that I'm actually not going to be an orientation leader much longer, as they hire new orientation leaders each and every year. So I'm working some of my last orientation shifts, and then that's it. But I'm still going to be here creating college videos and a lot more content. So make sure to stay tuned and remember to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. It's the little red button. I know you guys all see that. I have a lot planned, so make sure to stay tuned. And I would say peace out, kings and queens, but I feel like go Knights, charge on is definitely more fitting. So go Knights, charge on. Bye.